Once upon a time, two brothers lived side by side. They shared a deep history, a rich culture, and a painful scar from a war that never truly ended. Their names? North Korea and South Korea. Welcome back to the Peacebuilding Project, where we dissect conflict, challenge assumptions, and reimagine peacebuilding from the ground up. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. We explore conflicts across the world through a lens of transformation, not fear. Now, let's dive in. Today, North Korea and South Korea stand face to face, divided not by oceans, but by a thin strip of land called the DMZ, or the Demilitarized Zone. They are not shooting. They're not talking much either. They're still in conflict, but not at war. Somewhere along the way, we started treating conflict and violence as if they were the same thing. Like every disagreement is dangerous. Like every tension is a ticking time bomb. But they're not the same. Conflict happens when people see their goals, values, or interests clash. It's natural. It's part of how societies evolve. Violence is different. It's the intentional use of force or power that causes harm, physically, psychologically, or structurally. In short, all violence is conflict. But not all conflict is violence. Nowhere is this distinction clearer than here. Since 1953, North and South Korea have lived in an unresolved conflict. No peace treaty. Only an armistice. A formal agreement between two countries or groups at war to stop fighting for a particular time. The conflict shows up in nuclear threats, propaganda, and divided families, but not in active warfare. And yet, even in the midst of division, hope persists. In 2015, a group of 30 international women peace activists from 15 countries, including Nobel Peace laureates and prominent feminists, crossed the DMZ.
Anyone who calls on engagement with North Korea, they've been maligned.
If there's not agreement between the two militaries, the government does not feel that our safety would be assured.
What are we doing that is so threatening?
They were part of Women Cross DMZ, a global movement demanding dialogue, peace, and ultimately, reunification. Before the crossing, these women held peace symposiums and met with North Korean women in Pyongyang, engaging in meaningful dialogue. Their participation in these discussions highlighted a shared desire for peace. Even when many believed reconciliation was impossible, these women reminded the world, conflict doesn't have to mean violence. Conflict can also be a call for healing, dignity, and connection. And it's not just the Korean Peninsula. Throughout history, many of the world's most transformative changes, civil rights, decolonization, democracy, began with nonviolent conflict. As Christine Hoagland in 2019 notes, when we mistake conflict for violence, we risk suppressing legitimate grievances that could actually pave the way for deeper peace. Peace isn't just the absence of gunfire. As Johan Galtung's framework reminds us, there's negative peace, no fighting, but deep injustices still simmer. And there's positive peace, where justice, dignity, and relationships are restored. The Korean Peninsula today knows too much of negative peace, and still dreams of something more. So the next time someone says, "We want peace," ask, do they mean silence? Or do they mean justice? Because conflict isn't the enemy. Handled with courage and imagination, it's the beginning of something better. If today's story made you rethink conflict, imagine what else we could rethink together. Subscribe to the Peacebuilding Project for more stories, strategies, and sparks of change. Thanks for being part of this journey, and see you in the next video.